Boruto Naruto Next Generation's episode 98 was titled The Cursed Forest. Now, this was a pretty good episode, Boruto. The art and animation was pretty good. In the writing, I really liked the writing. The writing for each character, like Boruto, was pretty good. Sumire and all them, It was pretty good writing on this episode. This episode was pretty good. I liked it. So let's talk about what happened in the episode. So we see this guy, and he's in the tree, and Boruto Mitsuki, Boruto actually sees a guy in the tree, and he thought he was peeping on some people or whatever, and he knocks him out the tree and all that. But no, instead, he is doing his job, and that's tasting eggs and all that, like bird eggs and all that stuff. And so him and the guy was talking and stuff about all that, and then they left out. Well, Boruto and Mitsuki and all of them had to do a mission. So Kanahamaru was running Team 7 and Team 15 in this mission. So yeah, they go on a mission. Apparently the guy that Boruto thought that was peeping on some people was on the mission as well. That carry him to some place or whatever. Wildlife. Apparently is getting disturbed or whatever. So they carry the guy with them and, head into that forest and stuff. We see the guy pretty much tasted bird shit. He licked bird shit. It was kind of funny because Sarada's face was, how she was reacting to the guy tasting bird shit was pretty funny. But yeah, it was pretty damn funny. But they're heading to the forest and stuff, and they hear screaming. They hear this guy, and they Kanahamaru and them ran to where the guy is at. He's getting attacked by these birds and stuff. He's getting attacked, and so they saved the guy. They killed the birds and all that, saved him, and all that. And then all of a sudden, Jugo came out of nowhere in his sage mode, pretty much. Comes up and attacks Boruto. And Boruto, is fighting Jugo. He's fighting him off and stuff. But then, Jugo had him down to the ground. And then all of a sudden, Sumire's summoning came up and hit Jugo from back, knock him into the river. And he falls into the river. And that was the last we've seen of him for a little bit. And Boruto and them goes to this, little mini village or whatever they see, and it's all these people are injured and stuff, and we see then all of a sudden we see Jugo appear, and Kanahamaru actually notices Jugo in this episode. He goes, oh, this is Jugo. But and Kanahamaru notices these people are getting curse marks and stuff. It's controlling them, the curse marks wraps around them and stuff, and controls them and all that. And Boruto and Jugo and them's fighting them off. And, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention one scene where how they actually seen Jugo when Jugo was laying on the ground. It was pretty funny. That Sarada and them goes up to him and goes, what happened to you, Jugo? He goes, I slipped and fell in the river. That was pretty funny. But yeah, that's what happened to Jugo. But yeah, they're fighting the people off with the curse marks and all that, and Jugo pretty much absorbed one guy's curse mark, and then he runs into the forest, telling Boruto and them, do not follow him into the forest. But then Boruto and them actually decides to go and follow him into the forest, and Team 7 pretty much walks into this cave where Jugo's in. And then Jugo transformed, and that was the end of the episode. So yeah, pretty good episode. I liked it. Great to see Jugo back in it. I think last time we seen him was in the Shin Uchiha arc. So yeah, when Sasuke and him was going to Orochimaru's lab. Yeah, I think that's the last time we seen Jugo, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's been a minute ever since we seen Jugo. Great to see him in this episode back. So yeah, this little arc or whatever will be pretty much centered around Jugo a lot. So yeah, that'd be pretty good. So yeah, that's great. But yeah, Sarada already knew who he was, because because Sasuke hung around him, and Sarada was on the mission about the Shin Uchiha. stuff with where she seen Jugo and stuff. She already knew him, and same for Mitsuki. Boruto was the only one I didn't know him. So yeah, it was pretty good episode. Team 15 was doing pretty good as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I like this week's episode, Boruto. Hopefully they have more episodes like this. It was pretty good. The art and animation, like I said, was pretty good. The writing and all that was pretty good as well. But yeah, that's all I get to say about this week's episode, Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations. I'll give a 8 out of 10 stars as well. I'll give it a pretty good episode. So yeah, like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel, Weird of Chris 1800. Subscribe to my other channel, Chris Videos. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Y'all will be down there in the description box. And yeah, you can follow me on all my social media accounts and like this video and comment on this video about what you guys think about this week's episode, Boruto. In my opinion, it was a pretty good episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next video.